Alright, what's happening, man? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I have put together a top 10 list of very underrated date night fragrances, or kind of just going out fragrances in general. Now, this list came to be from a subscriber, Jeremy. Shout out to you, Jeremy. Not the Jeremy, but the subscriber named Jeremy. He hit me up on Instagram and he said, hey, I'm going on a date this Saturday. Here's some of the fragrances that I own. What do you think I should wear? And I kind of looked at his collection and told him what I thought he should wear. And one of his fragrances is in this top 10 list because it is very good for date nights, or like I said, going out in general. So enough rambling. Let's get into the list. But before we do, as always, guys, you know the drill. If you haven't done so already, I very nicely ask you to subscribe and ring the bell. So starting this off, number 10 is actually a fragrance that I've never really talked about, but I do like it, from Banana Republic, Black Phantom. This stuff is unisex fragrance, kind of just like a white floral leathery fragrance. To me, this does smell pretty dang feminine, but when it dries down, it's not so bad, in my opinion. I think this is the kind of flowery, white floral fragrance to reach for if you're a guy. I mean, that's kind of a weird thing to say, right? The only like white floral leaning fragrance off the top of my head that I think does really good on men, like I said, especially when it dries down. Now on my skin, when this opens up, it is a little bit too sharp, and like I said, it leans a little bit too feminine for my liking. But as it dries down, it becomes very wonderful and very good for date nights. Nobody talks about that. All right, number 9 is going to be Mr. Burberry. Now, this one gets a lot of hate from people. I don't know why. I've always loved this stuff. I'm almost out of this little small bottle. I had a bigger bottle before, ran out of that. Oh, this is good. If I'm going to simplify how this smells, how it smells to me anyways, this reminds me of a generic blue shower gel fragrance with some warm, spicy vibes and some cedar vibes, like some woody vibes. I think it's a masterpiece. Some people are going to hate me for saying that, but this one, like I said, gets a fair amount of hate, and I've never understood that. I think this is a damn good fragrance. I've always loved it. Like I said, this is at least my second bottle. I had a bigger bottle. It's all gone. And very underrated for date nights. Chicks dig this stuff, at least off of my skin anyways. All right, number 8 is going to be no stranger to my channel, Armaf Craze. Now, it is cloning Parfum de Marly, but I think it smells like a root beer float. I've said it before, and I will say it again. Very nice, creamy root beer float smell. My poor bottle, when I got it in the mail, it was literally just broken when I got it. I had to super glue all this back on. I spilled glue down the face of this thing. Whatever, it's a little ugly, but it still does a trick, and it still smells good. Armaf Craze, damn good for date nights. All right, number 7 is Al Herman's Detour Noir. This stuff does very good on date nights as well. Obviously, a clone of Parfum de Marly's Leighton. I haven't worn this stuff in a while, but I need to wear it again. I love it, man. It smells so good. When I got this, I was impressed. And I'd heard it was really good before, but even though I expect it to be good, it still exceeded my expectations. This one's awesome. I don't know what it goes for now. The price may have gone up a little bit since I got it, but I know it's still really affordable, especially in comparison to what it's cloning. And again, good on date nights or just going out with your friends. Very, very sweet and playful and alluring and inviting. It's good stuff. Get your nose on it. All right, number 6 is going to be one that I haven't talked about in a while. Guess by Marciano. To simplify this fragrance, now that I've worn it more and more as I've owned it, on my skin when this develops, if you've never smelled this, what I would say it reminds me of is like a rhubarb version of 1 Million. And there's no rhubarb listed in this fragrance, but I swear it smells like a rhubarb version of Paco Rabanne's 1 Million. I really like this stuff. Definitely one that I need to spend more time with. As my collection's gotten bigger, it gets really difficult to spend time with every fragrance, but I kind of like going back to ones like this that I haven't smelled in a while and just kind of showing them some more appreciation. Really good, really good. Check this one out. Last time I checked, it was super cheap. Hopefully it still is, but it's good stuff. All right, number 5 is going to be Carolina Herrera's 212 Sexy Men, whatever it's called. Now, this reminds me of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male. Pretty much, it smells like a vanilla baby powder smell, if I'm going to simplify it. But it's very alluring, very sexy, very simple, seductive. Chicks dig this DNA or anything like this DNA. It's tried and true, and it'll always work. Also, pretty affordable if you pick it up at the rack stores especially. I think I got this bottle for like $30 when I did get it. I don't remember, but it's been so long. I think it was around $30 at the rack store. No regrets. This one has gotten me a lot of compliments. Damn good on date nights or nights out in general. All right, number 4, I'm actually putting Mont Blanc Individual on the list. I think it does damn good on date nights and nights out in general. Simple, sweet, playful. But again, another DNA that's tried and true, and everybody loves it. Chicks really dig this stuff. I think more people need to reach for this when they're going out. I don't think it gets enough love for that situation. People look at this as just like a summer morning to afternoon fragrance. Nah, man, this works in the nighttime too. Like I said, easy DNA to love. It's just alluring to the nose. To simplify it, like everybody else says, like the raspberry dryer sheet smell, it's good. Maybe not the greatest thing to reach for, but it will work. And it's an easy, safe grab when you're going out. All right, number 3 is going to be Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct Extreme. Now, this one I do not wear enough. I haven't worn this in so long I can't remember. Nice fragrance, a bit musky, fresh, spicy, warm, spicy. Almost a little bit like ambery and tropical too. Interesting stuff. You know, it's not my favorite fragrance. I don't not like it, but I don't reach for it that often. But every time I do, especially when it dries down on my skin, I forget what I'm wearing, I'll catch whiffs of it and realize it's such a nice, safe, likable fragrance. Like I said, it doesn't blow my socks off, but I do enjoy it. It's very good, and for my channel, super underrated because I don't think I've ever showed this any love. But it's a good one to reach for if you don't know what to wear when you're going out with friends or going on a date. Chicks dig this stuff. It's alluring. It's safe. It's very likable. Blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. Check it out. All right, number 2 is going to be actually just the original Coach for Men. This one people love. I'm not saying it doesn't get enough credit, but as far as like going out and date night situations, this one doesn't get much credit from anybody. That's a good time to use this one. This one, again, chicks dig this. I think everybody digs this stuff. The pear note is so sweet, so alluring, so inviting, so positive and uplifting. This is at least my second bottle, might be my third bottle, and I'm going to get another one soon because as you can see, I'm a little over halfway done with this one. One of the easiest fragrances to wear, in my opinion. I've never met a person that doesn't like this one. It is a typical, like I said, shower gel blue fragrance, but the pear note in this is amazing. It's sweet. It's very inviting and very just uplifting. So get your nose on this one if you're one of the few people that have lived under a rock in the last however many years and haven't smelled this. You need to. It's good and it's safe. All right, my number 1 pick for underrated date night fragrance is probably no secret to any of you guys. I'm going to go with what I've said many times is Mont Blanc Legend Night. I just don't think this gets enough love. It does get love, but I don't think it gets enough love. Obviously, smells a lot like Armani Code Profumo or what have you, but I like this stuff a lot. In fact, in a lot of ways, I like this more. I think it's a little bit sweeter, a little more playful, way more affordable. It's just overall a very good fragrance. I would argue it's one of the, if not the best, Mont Blanc fragrance around right now. Off the top of my head anyway, some of you guys might argue down below, and I'm fine with that. But this is a very good fragrance. It smells a little different than what it's inspired by, in my opinion, but in a good way. It goes its own direction slightly, but not too much. A little bit more sweet, a little more playful and youthful, but this one does so good on date nights. And like I said, I haven't seen too many people talk about this one when they put together date night lists. As affordable as this is, as tried and true as this DNA is with chicks, I don't know why people aren't screaming from the rooftops about it like I am. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the list. If you did, drop me a like because, like I always say, it matters. It lets YouTube know the video is worthwhile, the channel is worthwhile. You like it, maybe somebody else will like it too. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know why you haven't already, but you should. Until next time, guys, I will leave you how I always leave you. Take care. God bless. Be well. I'm out.